Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another impression slash gameplay recording. Well, you asked for it, and I am a slave to your demands. Today I will be going over Squee, Spleen, and Spoon, the Goblin Techies, a hero who's been in Dota for as long as I can remember, but a hero who's not yet been imported into Dota 2. And some people are very happy that he's not yet been ported. Some people are hoping that he's never gets ported. Other people, not so happy. But I guess we're gonna have to find out how I do today. So just going over techies in general. Share. I can crow. Let's see. Let's see if he actually shares. So just going over Techie's base stats, you can see he has the lowest base damage in the game by far, 29 to 31. It's just really difficult to actually get last hits. He has average missile speed of 900. He has 700 range, which actually was buffed. I remember it used to be 650 for a long time, but now I guess it's 700. So I guess just to keep up that Drow now has really high range, as well as Lena. I guess they want to make sure Techies does have actually the highest range in the game. Looks like I can't actually afford tangos, whatever. I'm just going to rush fast bottle. So I'm not going to the side lanes to put out mines and drop a branch or anything like that. I'm not going to ward off the secret shop. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just going to go mid, plant some mines, try to get my bottle, and then just progress with the game. So back to Techie's starting stats. He has a decent stat growth, all things considered, but his base stats are pretty low. 17 strength growth with 2.0 strength gain per level, 14 agility base with 1.3 agility growth per level, which isn't really, that useful regardless. And his intelligence is 2.2 with, or 22 with a 2.9 intelligence growth per level. And I should probably place a mine here because I will be going for a bottle. I do want to make sure I do have vision. Mines give you a very slight amount of vision. And if I went to the lane a little bit faster, I could have placed multiple mines and maybe killed off somebody. But if I get room control, I'll just plant a mine wherever I go back, so it's not the biggest deal. And Techies has 7 base armor, so to just sort of mitigate the fact that he has such low base damage and he has the lowest base moon speed in the game of 270, I guess they compensated with some nice armor of 7, which is cool. And you can see up against the likes of Pit Lord, this is not gonna be pretty. I'm just gonna drop a mine, explode, get the last hit. Oh my god, life is hard, but it's okay. For somehow I got the last hit with my auto attack, so I guess that's something. So just going over Techie some more. Well, it looks like I covered all the basic attributes. Let's go over his skill. So his first skill, which I scaled up below 1 because I went to the main, is landmines. And now what landmines means, or what landmines do, is that you can have up to 20 at any given time. If you drop a 21st mine, the oldest mine that you did plant will explode and thus expire. Fuck you, Pit Lord. Now, landmines, they do mixed damage. They have a 100 cast range, so you have to venture very up close into the enemy in order to actually use it. So that's kind of annoying. It does get to a very nice cooldown, and actually at max level it does, I think, up to, let me just check, 600 mixed damage per mine, so that is pretty good. Now the curious thing about Techie's mines is that it has a different mechanic than other abilities. So what that means is basically it has a larger damage effect the closer the enemy person is. So the largest damage bonus is in a 250 or 200 AoE, and that's of course the full damage AoE, where it does, the 200, the 400, the 600, the 800 damage, or actually it's the I don't know, whatever. I think it's 200, 400, 500, 600, or 300, 400, 500, 600. That's the full damage. Now if they get into a 500 AoE, the mines will spring, and they will still do damage, albeit not as much. So it actually does half damage. Now that holds true for his mines, his suicided squad attack, as well as his remote mines ultimate ability. Fuck you, Pit Lord. All I do is mine shit. I'm fucking Techies. I don't know how to play this hero. I've played this hero a grand total maybe twice in Dota 1, because I just really don't like playing Techies. It relies on your opposing team to make a lot of mistakes, and, I'm not really the type of player to force enemy people into mistakes. I like playing my own pace of game. So as a result, I never really liked Techies in general as a hero. And of course, its base damage, really, really, really sad. As all as it should be. So the good thing about landmines is that it does mixed damage, so you can use it to push down towers. Now, if you want to push down towers, you have to be right close into the tower's essentially grill. And that's the only way it can apply damage. But if you do it, mixed damage, I mean, with 10-second cooldown, that does a lot of damage to a tower. So it's actually a pretty useful ability that you should consider maxing. I do see sometimes in professional Filipino games that sometimes players don't like to get more than 2 or 3 points in the landmines, but I personally like having this extra bit of utility that landmine gives me. Now I just need to see, I guess either rune is not top, or I guess we'll find out very soon where that actual rune is and if I just misplaced it or what. It looks like he's put up some points in the atrophy aura. I'm just going to pop a mine, then scuttle on out of there, get a nice amount of CS. That's another good thing about Techies, you can kill creep waves very, very easily with the landmines. So Techies, he's a potentially very strong pusher, and yes, I did actually misplace the mines. So that is very, very annoying. I'm just going to put a cluster of mines here, so in case somebody comes for a gank, and now I can actually locate the rune, and wow, now I have 80 damage to the last hit, which is pretty good considering my attack range. No! Oh my god, I forgot. Dota 1. Fuck my life. Dota 1 and Dota 2. I've been playing too much Dota 2 recently. You have to manually click the bottle, then click the rune, and that's actually really, really annoying. Because I could have used that. And my mine's mana costs do increase quite drastically as time goes on. So let's go over a second spell, which is called Stasis Trap. Now this ability, it's pretty cheap in terms of mana. This is the ability that everybody points out, oh, Techies, he's viable because he has Stasis Trap. Because it's a huge AoE stun that lasts for a ridiculously long time. I think at max level, it is a 600 AoE stun, maybe 350 AoE is the radius. I mean, it's a pretty big portion of the map that is restricted. And what it does is that it stuns people in that AoE for up to 7 seconds at max level. Now, of course, such a powerful ability definitely has a drawback, and there's a really, really awkward delay system that's sort of used with Stasis Trap. So oftentimes, unless you're just set up by other teamfight abilities like an RP or a Enigma Black Hole, Stasis Trap, it'll be very difficult to actually trigger Stasis Trap. Because, I mean, it's just not going to be very feasible. So let's see, let's get the boots, wait for the next turn. I'm not going to bother ball crowing. Now, with the Techies, I'm probably going to pick up a Song as well. Techies is very, very much mana dependent. And Stasis Trap, what's useful is that even if you don't plant it, it does give, I think, a bit more vision, and it doesn't have a time cap or a mine cap like landmine, so you can just get it, spam all over the place, and give yourself a nice bit of vision. So that is going to be very, very useful. Let's see. I got a last hit. I'm getting a surprising number of last hits on auto attacks. I'm actually kind of flabbergasted. So his third spell is called Suicide Squad Attack. Now what this ability does is that, well, Pit Lord's at full HP, can't really kill him. Can't really kill Spirit Breaker or Tree because they're Spirit Breaker and Tree. And I'm Techies. So I'm just gonna burn the Invisor and bottle up, get mana. Pit Lord knows how to play Dota. So Suicide Squad Attack, what it does is basically you charge in pretty much guns blazing and you explode yourself, doing a lot of damage. Now of course you want to be as close to the enemy person that you're targeting as possible to do the max amount of damage. It does 650 damage, but keep in mind that is also mixed damage, so as people level up, as they get more armor, and if they get items like Hood or things like that, the Suicide Squad Attack will become less and less effective. It has a really, really long cooldown, so of course if you use it once you won't be able to use it in every single engagement. It does do a lot of damage, so sometimes Techies players like to get boots first and then just roll in with that Suicide Squad Attack and just really, really go to town on enemy teams with the first blood if they have a stun set up or anything like that, because 650 damage is a lot of damage, but other Techies players just get 1 point just to deny themselves very infrequently. Let's see, I want to get Soul Ring. So Suicide Squad attack, I mean, if you do max it, it does up to 1550 damage, so it is a very, very powerful ability, but I mean, that does require you killing yourself, and oftentimes once people get boots, it's really, really difficult to actually set up Suicide Squad ganks, and has such a long cooldown that oftentimes it's not worth it, but I have seen some people advocate just keeping yourself down as long as you're keeping the opposing team down, because Techies, I do believe it was recently changed that he does now get the experience from Suicide Squad attack, and another good thing about Suicide Squad attack is that actually when you die when you use it, you get half respawn time. So, for example, let's say I die at level 5, usually the respawn time is 15 seconds, or 15 or 10 seconds, but if you die with Suicide Squad attack, then you respawn in about 5 seconds, so it's very, very useful. Now, Pit Lord's pushing out the wave all the time. I might have to bottle crow, which is a bit more annoying in Dota 1. Whatever. Let's just get some more points in the Stasis trap. Bottle this in Illusion Rune. His ultimate is called Remote Mines. Now what this does is it just places invisible mines on the field. These mines do magical damage. They last for 8 minutes and you can just explode them from wherever you want. So I just exploded it right there because why the hell not? And it makes that hope you die sound in Dota, which is, it's cute, I guess. So the good thing about momentum is you can have as many up as you want. It has a longer cast range. The annoying thing is that you have to stand place for 1.5 seconds. It's a casting time, so I think you can cancel it and you won't spend the mana. And that's your bread and butter. You will be spending this ability as often as you possibly can. Looks like Pit Lord's here, and Pit Lord's out. Bye, Pit Lord. I'm not gonna miss you, dude. Looks like I somehow got an assist because of fucking Flaming Spheres. Huskar is a pretty awesome guy. I'm very tempted actually just to kill myself so I can get enough gold for Soul Ring, because I don't want to wait too long for landmines. But looks like I got enough gold for my Soul Ring. Let's pick that up. Now this should pretty much be your core build for Techies. I honestly believe you need the Soul Ring as well as the bottle. I just need to remember which fucking shop the Soul Ring is in. There it is. I very rarely actually get Soul Ring. Now at the latest push I can actually apply a bit of damage, but the creeps have pushed out to such an extent that I can't actually go in and hit the tower. But of course, like I mentioned previously, Techies a very, very, very strong pusher if push comes to shove. And of course I don't have enough mana to cast or anything, so I'm just going to be staying like an idiot until I get enough mana regeneration to actually cast Remote Mine. So this is pretty much Techies' game plan. You just mine as best you possibly can. Yeah, they have Sentry Wards. The good thing about Techies is that it was changed a couple patches ago, but when you kill the mines, they still explode and still do the damage, so melee heroes, it's very difficult for them to actually go in and kill the mines because they'll just explode and do a crap ton of damage, to say the least. We'll have to use Soul Ring and Suicide. Maybe, if he keeps chasing. No, I'm just gonna back off, refill the bottle, maybe go in, control the runes, etc, etc. And actually, Bloodseeker's going in. So, I mean, the thing about Techies is that his mines are invisible, so he is countered quite hard by Sentry as well as Dust. Or as well as Gem, not Dust of course, since those reveal only hero units. So, it's sometimes good to have a Techies on your team, because that means the enemy team supports will just be really, really starved for cash, since they'll constantly be forced to buy just a ridiculous amount of Dust as well, or Sentries as well as possibly Gems. Fuck off, Pit Lord. You see my fucking 39 attack damage? Yeah, you better run, motherfucker. Let's see. I kind of want to go to the high ground play on Stasis Trap, but Stasis Trap also has a really low cast range. Techies also has an Aghanim buff, which makes Remote Mines have up to a 700 cast range, I do believe, so that is very, very useful. And looks like people are coming mid, so I'm just going to look to push the tower. And hopefully we can do that reasonably successfully. Probably shouldn't use the bottle, I should probably use Soul Ring. See, look how much damage that tower took. That is a lot of damage. What did he steal? He stole landmines. Kind of annoying, but Rubik in general is kind of a bitch to play against as techies. Alright, at least that wasn't our career. So yeah, gem items of that nature do counter techies to a significant degree. Boom, son. Oh, he's going in. He's going in. Oh, I didn't get the assist because I didn't do anything. Oh my god, fucking techies. What a hero. Alright, time to pop the soul ring and go in, kill these creeps. This is pretty much your battle plan with techies. Kill creeps. I mean, you could potentially go to like these really, really unorthodox places of the map, like these cliffs and shit, and plant the mines there. But, I mean, good players will know how to avoid them. And you saw, like, these guys are smart enough to actually pick up Sentry Ward, so I don't know how useful that will be. Looks like I killed myself. See, I'm going to respawn pretty quickly, yeah. So, that's pretty useful. It's a good get out of trouble free card, but they do have a Spirit Breaker, which means ganks can potentially come out of nowhere. So right now, I'm trying to push down this middle tower, and then a little bit of map may ward off some of these, or mine up some of these cliffs and shit like that. But I really don't want to sort of go alone, especially when you don't have Suicide Squad online, because it's dangerous to go alone as a techie, especially when you don't have Suicide Squad. And obviously you can tell I'm not a techies player. I barely know how to function with this hero to a degree of usefulness. I mean, right there I didn't even use Soul Ring, just because I'm bad with this hero in general. What's this? Hotkey? Okay. The good thing about techies is he's probably the fastest farmer in the game, bar a very, very select few of heroes. And he can, again, limit the opposing team's capacity to do shit by a hefty, hefty degree. Let's see, Stasis Trap hotkey is T. Oh no, why'd you do that? Alright. It's difficult to actually gank his techies, but I should have probably had some mines there at the beginning, and I'll try to put some there now. Again, 1.5 second casting time, and I think this tower might be pushed relatively soon. Still, I mean, better be safe rather than sorry. Just plant a bunch of mines, but again, they have had detection, so it is kind of annoying. What else to say about techies? Force Staff, of course, is very useful. He has some good synergy with heroes like Tiny, Wisp, heroes of that nature. Rubik, telekinesis, lift people in, toss. I mean, those are all really, really nice abilities to have in general. So, they still have sentries, motherfuckers. Maybe I should buy a sentry. Do they actually have a gem? No, just sentries. So I'm just gonna go to rune spots and plant some mines there. Hopefully they won't have sentries, but more than likely they will. Techies also pretty strong in the turtle lineup because again you can stall out the game to ridiculous amount. I mean, yes, pushing team will have a gem when playing against techies, but they won't always have that. Hoping for a Stasis Trap proc. I'm so useful to what I can actually do. I can thrust it! Yeah! That was fucking amazing. Oh my god. Let's see. More remote mines, less problems. He stole remotes. He's probably a better techies player than I am, so he'll probably know how to use remote mines a lot easier. Looks like we got the kill nonetheless. That's useful. Thank you, Bloodseeker. You're a nice fellow. Let's see. Any runes? No. No runes. Looks like it. I still got the damage. Proc, you fucking Stasis Trap. I mean, I'm just so confused on the mechanics of Stasis Trap because he was there for a while. What is this? Focus detonation? Oh, whatever. Oh, that's Rubik's Mine. Is this Rubik's Mine? No. I'm just so confused all the time with techies. It's difficult for me because, again, I'm very, very scrubby with techies in general. I just need to... Hopefully we'll push down this tower and then I can just go in, plant these mines. Because even if the other team does have a gem, if you find these locations where they are forced to walk uphill, where they don't have too much vision, good techies players always place mines like that. And even if they do have a gem, just planting mines to spam vision is also a pretty strong option. Now, let me just talk about techies as a viable option in competitive and public games. So I firmly believe that it's not fun playing with the techies or against the techies. Now, there are actually good techies players, but the problem with techies is he's so very limited in what he can actually do because his cast ranges are so damn short. He has to rely on his enemies charging in ham against him, and then people might die. And he just drains a lot of the fun out of the game for a lot of people, me included. It's just such an annoying experience playing with or against techies, because if you're playing with the techies, if he's good techies, he's taking farm away from carry, he's drawing out the game. I mean, yeah, drawing out the game could be a very strong game plan in certain situations. I think I might just buy myself a gem relatively soon. Probably not. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just going to go here and plant some more mines. And if you have a bad techies, well, he's feeding gold, he's taking farm, he's just being a complete pain in the ass. And he just really, really makes it difficult. And oftentimes, like, if you're far behind because the techies is fed, I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a team that's doing well because I'm not a good techies player by any means. You can just very clearly see that. Fucking creeps. Stop triggering my stasis traps. Where's a good position to place it? Let's place it just right on top of the fucking Centiord. But yeah, if you are unlucky enough to have a bad techies on your team, he'll just stall out the game for such a long time. Or if you're unlucky enough to have a team with techies and you have no late game heroes on your side, you went for an all push lineup and they just have a really, really strong hero composition, then it's just very difficult to do anything with techies other than just turtle. He just really makes the game fun. Now, playing against techies, it's also not fun because you're always sort of forced to reconsider where you're going. And yeah, it does sort of add another element to the game. Some people might argue it makes the game a bit more strategic. I firmly do not buy that shit. I fucking hate just dealing with techies. I mean, there might be remote mines here. Ah, there's Radiance. Looks like I got the tower at the least. Let's just plant mines here. Here, there, and everywhere mines. So not only are you always forced to keep on top of your detection, even if you do, if you run up a cliff, you might die. And it's just, you're sort of forced to wonder what exactly just happened. And then, of course, it's techies. That's what happened to you. Techies did stuff. And that's why he's sort of, you know, he's just the ultimate griefer hero. I'm just fighting a stasis trap here to give me a bit of vision. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing with this hero. I'm just planting mines. Pretty much for the sake of planting mines. I mean, they saw me plant mines there, so they're probably not going to be stupid enough to run into it. But I do have my 4 staff online now. Let's see, ring. Where is it? 4 staff. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Now, techies in professional games, of course, we have seen the Filipino scene use techies in the past. And they use it to a reasonable amount of success. So, he's viable in certain options, but it's just very, very sparing options to say the least. Because if he doesn't fit well into a lineup, like, he's a pusher, who can also he does well when his team gets the advantage because he just really limits where the opposing team can actually go. He's pretty much the king of map control when you're ahead because it's difficult for supports to go out and ward. It's difficult to get enough money to buy gem and dust or sentries. And if you are forced to spend your gold on those items, then you're just gonna have no money to buy yourself HP items or items of that nature. So your supports are just gonna be heavily underfarmed. So he's a really good hero if you get the advantage, but you have to get such a huge advantage that oftentimes it's just not worth it in a lot of situations. I think I'm going to build Yules next, so I want to get a Void Stone. I have the Force Staff, so that gives me a bit of extra mobility, and it's pretty useful. I'm just going to fucking blow up this mine. Bam, bitch. Now, he does have an Agnum Scepter. The Agnum Scepter, of course, gives you a lot of increased range, so it's a pretty useful Agnum Scepter upgrade. It also gives you a lot of damage, and I think the cooldown's reduced as well to maybe like 2 seconds, something ridiculous. But again, Techies does expend a lot of mana in his mana pool, so it's not always the most reliable option. Alright, let's see if I can help this guy. Yeah, you better run from my Stasis trap, bitch. Yeah, all me. I could have potentially force-staffed somebody forward. Alright, let's just go to a cliff, plant some mines there. Alright, well, the creep saw me. I'm gonna pop a mine. Oh, I didn't actually cast it, so whatever. Now, if you are a good Techies player, then it can just make things a lot more simple for your team, just having your presence there and just doing a lot of work. Because again, you pretty much don't have to worry about ever spending money on wards or things of that nature, because Techies will pretty much just have it covered with his mines. I mean, Roshan becomes a lot easier to take, and you can't actually go for a lot more risky lineups, go for heavy late game oriented lineups in general, because you do have a Techies on your team to deal with a lot of potential roadblocks, so to speak. Let's play another Stasis trap here. Let's see. Kid Illuminati wishes to forfeit. Yeah, he knows. He knows I'm planting mines in locations that I won't remember, and I will forget to blow them up. He knows, man. Let's see. Let's go back up to this cliff. Let's start mining this shit again. Come on, Rubik. Come on, Rubik, dude. Now keep in mind the mines do time out after 8 minutes, so let's see if I can bait somebody, or maybe I can force staff them to a better direction. I mean, like, look, I can't do anything. It's not that obviously, like, I could potentially do something. I could hope for a Stasis trap, or I could plant a Rumble Mine doing some semblance of damage, but it's difficult because you're just very slow, very immobile. It's actually difficult to put yourself in those sort of positions. And they do have a PL and a tree, so it's just going to be very annoying to deal with them in general. Let's just put more mines up here. I might just plant a suicide trap and then explode myself. So as far as item builds, you do definitely need Soul Ring. Arcane Boots, it's debatable. I mean, Phase Boots don't really give you much, Treads don't give you much either. Techies, why are there no mines? That's a good question. Mask of Madness tree with 1.9 base attack time. Look at that Stasis trap, bitches. Look at how long I lock people in place. Now I'm out of mana. I'm such a bad teammate. Literally not doing anything. But yeah, these three items are useful. Force Staff, debatable. A lot of people like Yule Scepter. I think I might go Yule Scepter in this game. Although I do kind of want Aghanim so I can actually just place their own mines and actually do stuff. So, I don't know. I want the Yule Scepter because of the mana regeneration. And I also want the Aghanims. And then after that, Hex is a good choice. Some people think that one of Techies' main strength is his ability to farm, so you can actually go for some very high damaging items. And Techies can definitely clear out stack neutral camps very, very quickly. But again, he does take a lot of farm away from your team. So that might not always be the best option in a lot of situations. No, since this is... well, I can't get to the stack in time. Let's put another mine here. Put another Stasis trap up the hill. Let's hopefully give me a bit of vision. Stasis trap is pretty useful because it does give you a reasonable amount of vision. No, I'm giving us vision, dude. Look at the vision. All my mines are so useless. I don't think they're useless. They're just not useful. Let's see. I don't know why I max Suicide Squad attack. Bam. Surprise, bitches. Buy more detection, Rubik. Come on, PL. You know you want to. You know you want to walk up this hill. Walk up the hill. Get to the secret shop. I might just have to plant some mines here. BH versus... No, Rubik, where are you going? Motherfucker. God damn it.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Nobody's walking here. That makes me very sad. Because we just suddenly lost a map control. The longer this game goes, the worse off we will be. That is definitely true. But it's okay, we have techies, so we can make this game last 10 years if we have to. Let's put a mine at Rosh. I think that's probably a good measure. But right now, I do have enough mana regeneration to actually use my mines and not have to dip into my bottle. So that's pretty useful. Let's put some mines bot tower as well. Let's just put some fucking mines everywhere. Why the hell not? Just detonate it. Okay, I'll chase with you, because I'm techies and I can do that. No, to dip into my bottle a little bit. I think I'm blowing up a lot of the landmines, but whatever. So honestly, I don't really know what to do with techies the longer the game goes, other than just turtle. Like, maybe clear out neutral camps? I don't want to take my team's farm because I'm not doing anything with it. So I honestly don't really know what to do. And from the Filipino games I've watched, it's difficult to do anything just then to full out turtle. So I don't know, I'll try to find an opportunity to push perhaps. That might be a good option. I could just go in with Suicide Squad attack and get myself out of trouble if push comes to shove. Yeah, I think I'll just push. So obviously that's another mark of separating a techies player who played techies and a techies player who never plays techies, like me. I do not play techies. Buff SP. So I'm just gonna push as hard as I possibly can. Run, dude. I have suicide. Put it right on top of the tower. This tower should die in like another mine. Maybe 2 more mines. Just want to make sure I have enough mana to actually use Suicide Squad attack. Yeah, Scar, if you just let him come up the thing, you would have been able to die. Still, I think I'm a bit far away from Yules for my liking. Wow, these mines literally are useless. Good thing they last 8 minutes. I think I might have to play some more rune mines. So, let me know if you're excited for Techies in Dota 2, because it looks like people are actually working on concept art. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Because I am personally not looking forward to Techies in public games. I'm not looking forward to Techies in general. Not looking. I'm looking forward to Techies in competitive matches, but I imagine a lot of competitive players aren't looking forward to Techies. Because again, he'll be very rarely picked, but when he is picked, which might be like once every 200 games or so, he could potentially do a bit. I do need to mine bot tower more. That is a good suggestion. I'm not going to disagree with anything they say, because I'm just fumbling around like an idiot. Just waiting to see if they can pick up a gem. Oops. Boom, son! That's always fun. Just killing off an entire creep wave in the blink of an eye. Let's see. What's mana cost versus this, 240 versus 205. Let's see, get a thing. Sobi Mask, Voidstone. I don't think I need a robe. The Magi. Well, those mines aren't going to be enough to protect middle lane, but it looks like won't be in danger of using that just yet. Could place a remote Oh, I didn't get the Suicide Squad attack off. Misclicked. Oops. Whoops. I don't know if they'll necessarily be able to push this tower down. Maybe.
Who you want me to kill?
So, yeah, I'm personally not looking forward to Techies in Dota 2, because again, I mostly play pubs. And he does not make the public experience better, in my honest opinion. Nice. Good job, Huskar. Well played, sir. Come on. I helped, although I didn't get the kill. Let's see. I need to figure out yours. Where are you? Voidstone, Sobi Mask. Okay, good. I did actually get the right items. I never buy Yules. Alright, now I have enough mana regeneration. So, I am personally of the opinion that Techies should be reworked, because he does not make the game fun. I mean, like, I know anti-fun is not a good term to fall back on, because it has the riot connotations, but in my opinion, Techies is anti-fun for everybody bar the Techies player. So, I don't know, I think he needs to be reworked into something completely different. I mean, people have fond memories because everybody does think they're MLG pro shit with Techies, and that's just not the case. Like, for every 2 Techies games that a mediocre Techie player has, there's probably like 10 Techies bad players. I mean, good Techies players. I mean, playing against good Techies players is also incredibly frustrating, because you really can't move, and that is annoying as hell to deal with. Looks like Huskar is dead. So I'm just gonna mine out bottom rune as much as I possibly can. I'm placing them in front because even if they have a sentry, at least when they go that, it might kill off the creeps that are approaching the tower. Because if I place them behind or around the tower, I mean, I don't think they're gonna come around and backdoor this tower. Although they could, that would be a smart option. Let's get a stasis trap just to give us a little bit of extra vision. And I'm just gonna go straight into Hex. Or they might be charging mid. And if that's the case, I might have to make my way there very, very soon and plant some discouragent mines. I don't know if this is completely up the hill, but whatever. Placing a stasis trap here. Like, how are you actually supposed to help your team with techies when you're behind? Especially when you don't have the late game advantage. I mean, in this game I think my team is just carrying the shit out of me, which they obviously are. And that again could just be me being an epic scrubbler with techies. Oh, they got the last hit. Well done. Alright, they stole the stasis trap. Give a bit of vision here. Trigger the stasis trap. I'm not gonna do anything else. Well, at least I stunned people for a long time. I did something. But it looks like we're dead anyway. How'd these mines die? I thought I put a lot more. Oh, I think they timed out. Might have to blow up one of these, otherwise the creeps would definitely push the tower. I think you will be the mine to explode today. No, looks like the tower's got me for now. You know what? I think I'm just gonna buy a fucking shit ton of sentries. I want to feel useful, and I'm definitely not feeling very useful at the moment. And Techies is definitely the king of stalling out games. We have to replace these bomb mines. We might have to do that. How much? No, this tower still has good HP. This bit hard. That's unfortunate for you, Pit.
Wicked sick.
Burning Spears, guys. It's pretty OP.
Monster kill.
Getting carried like a butt by fucking Dagon 5 Ogre, who's been warding. I get an assist? Nope, didn't get an assist. Oh, didn't even place the mine. Whatever. Did I not play the mine again? God, that is annoying. Good thing track is giving me a billion move speed. I don't want to get too close. I'm not yet ready to die. And I don't have a TP because I sold it to buy 8 billion sentry wards. Because I'm smart. As you guys know so well. What's the hockey? Fucking Suicide Squad attack. Team got a bit too ambitious. It's okay, we have Evelyn and Dagon 5 Ogre, the best Ogre. We have Book 3. Actually, Book 3 Bloodseeker. It's been doing a good job getting the tree and getting the Rubik mines. That's useful, I guess. The TT bot is still there. Let's just get TPs. Actually, I don't think I need bottle. Bottle hasn't really been doing anything. I'm just gonna push top. Fucking YOLO this shit. Push top till I die. And I'll put a remote mine there. And a casual remote mine says, alright guys, this will be enough to defend. PL. We've got Diffusal on S and Y. Let's play some more mines. What's Haku's? Oh, it's C. I thought it was T. Camp Lords. Oh. We are camping. Of course, the one time I fucking sell my bottle is the one time I need it. I think all these mines at the bot tower are dying. But I also have Mystic stuff. I guess that's something. Drive by mine. Put some mines down here. It's so difficult for them to push because we have good gankers, and I mean, even though I'm useless, still doing stuff, I guess. Played too much Dota 1, Dota 2 recently. So my reactions on the hotkeys are even shittier than normal. I guess there's always something you can do with techies, which is different than the other heroes. You can plant mines and annoy the shit out of people. I should just look to steal neutrals. But they're all missing currently, which is kind of scary. Stasis trap definitely gives you the most vision. Spirit Breaker comes, and C to explode. Where is everybody? AFK. Y'all AFK. Push out bot. I know it has a bigger AoE, I think. And you can also use these to blow up siege thingies. Oh, looks like we're gonna split push our way. Techies definitely an above average split pusher. God, fucking hockeys. I'm so unaccustomed to them. Alright, now to join the team. Because I can't solo push by myself, can I? Might as well try. No, I guess I can. Can I just not plant mines directly on top of the towers like I thought? I think that's it. Leave me alone. Yeah, I can't place mines directly on top of the towers like I thought. But I don't think that's close enough to hit the building. Oh, I guess it is. Maybe they wind the AoE. Right, it was always that big, and I'm just dumb as fuck. That could be it as well. So, we're gonna win. So, that's Techies. So, I'm just dreading the day he is released into Dota 2. It's not gonna be a good time. Just plant random things here and there. Alright, well, that's the last of the impressions video, so hopefully enjoyed it. Can't destroy a gem anymore. Mark my territory. Smiley face. So, hopefully enjoyed it. I know I sort of tapered off at the end, but there's only so much I can repeat myself, and I repeat myself a shit ton already. But hopefully enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And I will see you all next time for other stuff, because that is the last impressions video. If you want me to revisit a hero like Calendar Spirit or Nerf, now that he's been out a bit longer, then I could potentially do that. But thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.